Hi guys, welcome to this session in Microsoft Lists. In this module I want to show you how you can use the approvals feature. So on this list I've already activated approvals and you can see there that one of these tasks has been approved. What I want to do is do that on a different list. If I go to products, another list, and up to automate and then configure approvals. Now that will step me through approvals, enable approvals and apply. So this takes a couple of seconds and then the column is automatically added in to your list. Now this one at level 1, I'll just click on that one, not submitted. So I'll click on it and then basically I'm going to submit that to my boss, which is myself in this example. So I'll just click on that, submit, and basically what that's going to do is send an email to me. There it is coming in. I'll open the email link and then it will ask me if I want to approve this or not, and there all the information's there. I'm going to click on approve and then that will generate an approval. It tells me that there. If I close this down, come back into this, basically if I refresh the screen, so now it says approved, and then I would have to repeat the process for each of these. So that's how you enable the approvals feature, and that's how you use it. So you would apply it and then submit for approval for your boss, and then they would either say yay or nay. And if I do one that doesn't get approved, so I'll send this one to myself again, submit. So request sent, open it up. So this time let's go for reject. I'm going to reject this and then come back to this. So this one has been requested, but it has now been rejected. So again, if I just refresh this, because it takes a few seconds, so you can see it now coming up in red, rejected, approved, rejected. Now if I just send one more, this time I want to show you what is available in the approvals app itself. So I'll send it to myself again, submit. Okay, open up the app. So when you start using this, you've got this information here, which you can see is fairly straightforward. But if I scroll down a little bit, you've got where it's coming from and who it's going to, but basically myself to myself. But if you wanted to change any of that, if I go down to more actions at the bottom, I can reassign this to somebody else. If I click on reassign, type somebody else's email in there, I can reassign that to that person, confirm, and then you can see I've now got a list of received approvals in here. These have all populated since I started doing this, and then sent ones like so, received, sent. I can also do a new approval request from up here, and then if you've got these programs activated, you can sign in to Adobe Sign or DocuSign and sign documents. That's an additional feature that you can have, but I haven't got those set up on this machine. So I'm just going to close this down and come back to this main screen. So now that says requested, and if I click on that, it's going to say what the story is, basically pending. She has not received that or acted on it, so it's now still sitting there waiting for a response. And when she does respond, if she accepts it, then it'll come down as accepted. I can cancel that. If I want to cancel that, I can, and then it'll be back to square one, which is what I'm going to do. Cancel, and then that should just go back to not submitted. Approval app itself is part of Teams, and you can activate it in Teams or display it in Teams by clicking on these three ellipses at the bottom and just searching for approvals. So there's approvals. Now it's going to sit down here, and you've got the option, if you right click on it, to pin it so it stays there, so otherwise you'll have to search for it each time. Now you can see the same information as you could see before, but now you've got this option down here, create or manage templates. I'm going to click on that. If you scroll down a little bit, you can see that there are some preset templates, for example leave. I'll click on that. These boxes are already pre-populated. This one's got a drop down list. You can see the different titles that you can select. This has just got a date box in there that you can select a date from, and if I scroll down, you've got a little comment box there. So if I go next, it's going to ask me whether this is going to be for organization or specific people. I'm clicking on specific people, and then it basically goes through and allows me to edit this form. So that's okay, attendance, but you can change that if you want to one of the other ones. All of that I'm going to leave as it is. It's asking for an email. I'll type my name, and then I can go next. And then again, you've got all these different options, and down the bottom you've got a few extra options like a choice, a text, or a date box. I'll just do a choice. You've already got these choices really already elsewhere, but if I put reason, and then you can just see how this works, annual, and then sick leave, like so. And you've got the option there to make it required, which I'm not going to do. I'll click on next, and then all of these are up to you whether you have them or not. I'm going to leave them all as default, and then click on preview. Then it will show me that template, and then I'm going to publish it, and then it sits with the rest that I've already done. Now to use one of these templates, you basically need to close this down, and you're back into the approvals app. You've then got new approvals requests. You can click on that, and then the basic template that you've created is here. If I click on that, I won't fill it in, but if I scroll down so you can see it's the one that I did earlier with annual and sick on it, you can see how that works. So you're using that template. If I go back into templates, the only one I've got enabled is that one. But if I go to business trip, which is a default one as well, I'll just open that and enable it. Enable. So then if I close the templates down and go for another new approval, I've now got business trip and leave. These are templates that I've created in addition to these other things at the top there. So I'll close that off. Back down into templates, you've got the option from here, once you've come through the initial phase, to do another new template, and you can see that there are quite a few in there that are already preset. So you can choose any of these as your starting point, and then you can edit them yourself. And that's how the templates works. Close templates down. Back to the approvals app. So this is how the approvals feature works. So that's all I want to talk about in this little video, how to get it going and how to use it. So hopefully that information is of use. Thank you for your time, and I'll catch you in the next one.